we're about to have a lot of fun here at Spirit Says Sing. Good morning, Godling. It's time. Spirit Says Sing. It's your host, Diego Reyes, live with New Thought Media Network. Welcoming you to the now. Thank you for your precious attention. It is valued. Artists and creators around the globe, visual and audible, let us share your gifts. You'll find the studio link in this post's description and comments. Be ready to transmit. You're live on Spirit Says Sing. For everyone's enjoyment, we ask, please wear headphones. Turn that camera on so we can see you. If you're performing to a background track, have it loaded in a separate Chrome tab. And be ready to take the stage. The spotlight is yours on Spirit Says Sing. Before we broadcast, let us connect our intentions and center down.
We welcome you to another Saturday night show here on New Thought Media Network, Spirit Says Sing. I'm Pastor Michael Mangus, and it is my privilege to pray us in this evening. So let us just know that there is only one life. That life is God. It is good, everywhere present, powerful, all-knowing, and active. There's only God. There's only good. And this God, this good, is expressing through our show this evening, Spirit Says Sing. So we now set our intention for a wonderful show. We just now know that everything works properly, that everything is in divine right order. We just bless the musicians and the talent here this evening. We just now know that we just have a wonderful show this evening that's filled with love and light and laughter. So for all of this, we just know, just give great thanks as we say, thank you, Spirit, as we release this into the creative law, knowing it's already a done deal. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Pastor Michael, and welcome once again. How are you doing this evening, Pastor?
I am doing real well. I'll tell you a little bit about my retreat here in a few moments. But again, it looks like we have a full...
Man, I'm so excited about tonight's show. And to all the viewers out there, if you're listening, you'd like to join us backstage, you will find the studio link in the show description and in the comments now. Feel free to click that. Join us back here. We'll put you in the mix. Let me introduce you to some of the people we've got coming, going to be joining us tonight. Now, if you tuned in last week, you will remember our special guest was Joan of Angels, who I showed a little bit of her artwork there at the intro. Good morning, Joan. How are you doing? So good to see you. I was about to talk to Pastor Michael about how last week, right in the middle of a reading with Sarah, the computer went dead and we lost you. So we're going to finish that. We're going to find out a little bit more about the reading tonight. And possibly I might get a little reading. You said you might want to give me a reading too.
But I want to warn you, Diego, that when I used to go to my psychic years ago, I used to blow out, those old-fashioned cassette recorders? She would turn it on and it would blow up. And then she'd get
So you have prior experience with this. You've done this. It's happened to you many times.
So we've talked to Technical this week, and we had a 3-hour meeting with Technical, and they have assured us here that hopefully that we have everything grounded and everything ready to go. So
she upgraded the circuit.
Oh, wow.
Handle it.
Diego, by the way, as far as with that happens sometimes, I've had psychic friends who've done readings, and that what'll happen is sometimes they will actually blow out the recorders. So,
this is a powerful show, guys. I'm glad you tuned in.
But I think I have, again, Technical assured me we have everything grounded, everything was filled with light, and so they said, go ahead.
Excellent. That sounds good. Thanks for reassuring us there, Pastor Michael. We've also got a couple other great guests back here in the studio. Pamela Jane Duran is going to come sing a song with us. Hey, Pamela, it's good to see you. We haven't seen you so. And another guest that I have is going to be showing up tonight is John Chin. John is There's John! John hosts a karaoke show. You're in Seattle, correct, John?
Seattle.
Yes, he's out there on the West Coast, and he hosts a karaoke show. I'm going to have him come back next week as my special guest, and we'll turn it next week, next Saturday. If I have any singers out there, tune in next week because we'll be doing a karaoke party here.
Oh, fun.
John will be here with us leading everything. Oh, it's going to be so much. Such a good time.
Do it. Wow.
So before I get started, I wanted to talk a little bit more with Joan and Sarah about their reading that they were doing on the show last week that got interrupted. But before we do that, I know John had a clever little song that he was going to. You wanted to share a song with us before we got too much into things there, John?
Yeah, the karaoke theme for tonight is vaccine, and it's because I got my second shot last Friday. So I took the show off, and now we're going to have all vaccine songs related. So, like, hit me with your best shot, right? Every vaccine parody song is good. Maybe if you're in the chat, suggest some other songs that might be. Jolene sung to vaccine is also going to be fun
do
tonight.
me a favor after you get done singing a song for us, John. Be sure and put the link to your show in our show or in the comments over here in StreamYard. That way people who are viewing it, if they want to join us, I'll come back there after my show and join you on your show. And if we have anybody else that wants to join us, they can come and have a party too.
Thanks, Diego. Yeah, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Do the math, or just show up late.
He's such a friendly guy.
All right, you ready for this?
Hey, John, what do you got for us?
Okay, how many of you remember the song "Come On, Eileen"?
I do.
Okay, 1, 2,
Come on,
3.
Eileen.
Okay, 4 and 3.5. All right. This the Holderness family, if you haven't seen them, are a little bit of a YouTube sensation, and they changed this to "Come On, Vaccine." Except that I'm going to back them up. So here we go.
Hey, what's up? When was the last time you heard this song before 1:45 in the morning?
It was pre-pandemic.
This song's
That college song. Every night at last call, we dance and we would sing along. We do that again.
Lots of backup dancing.
We'll need the crowd. Hurry up and send a shot my way. Wanna be immune today. Come on, sing along. Come on, vaccine. Don't want COVID-19. In 10 months. Come on, vaccine.
Come
And
on,
exposed when we get our dose. Temporary.
I got nothing.
Come on, vaccine.
such a good backup dancer.
She's a great backup dancer.
No, here's what's been going on.
England's got theirs first. They had Project Warp Speed. Sound our rollout is the worst. This is really suck. Holidays and birthdays.
Come on.
Yeah, that we can be it. I'd like to leave my house soon, so wait for my kids. You're the Pfizer, they did say. 33 billion doses on the way. Wag your head left and right. Come on, Eileen. Get one for my team. She's too young now. Come on, vaccine. There wasn't it. It could be made of.
Oh!
Come on, vaccine.
Seriously, like hot dog water.
It's like hot dog water. I know that we had to be clean for the show. Jog Kiwi Live. Digesters, flaming hot fries. One bag at a time. I've had 10 McRibs. I know you did too, Diego. I'm still thinking, so I'm thinking. Whatever's inside that needle, as bad as Red Bull. Oh man! Come on, vaccine. None of us are that clean. You help us. Come on, vaccine. Get on a plane. A show on Broadway. It's open. Come on, vaccine. Bounce. Come on. Vaccine for Betty White. Come
Everybody
on.
bounce!
Come on for Dick Van Dyke. Come on. An agreement, he needs one right.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Come on now. If you're over 65, come on. Keep Jackie Chan alive, come on. The Bob Barker can survive. Oh yeah. At the rate we're getting it in our case, we're going to reach herd immunity sometime in 2023. Never. Come on, vaccine. Hey, it's faster than you be. Can do it. Come on, vaccine. You can just key. That don't work for me. I'm impatient. Come on, vaccine. Yeah.
Literally had one job.
She had one job.
Oh, thank you for starting us off with a little comic relief there tonight.
We get Dolly
There we
Parton.
go.
Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, wait, thank you, John. And I know that Pastor Michael was back there getting down because every week on his show he likes to talk about the vaccines.
Well, let me tell you something. I already just kind of psychically know that we're going to get called in the office on my.
You didn't say it all. I bleeped it out.
Yeah, I forgot to tell John this is a spiritual network.
They really meant to say sugar.
Yeah, well, just again, I think that Reverend Robert is on another call this evening, so I hopefully.
You think we'll be clear? We'll be all good. Oh, we're just having some fun here on Spirit Says Sing. You have joined the show here on a Saturday night on New Thought Media Network, where we open up the airwaves to you, our listening public, to come on and join us in the studio. We'll put you up on stage to play a song, tell a joke, tell us a story, whatever your gift is. Come on in and let's shine it. We got some folks waiting in the background to do a little performing here this evening with us. Last week, if you're a regular viewer, you will remember last week we had a reading from Joan of Angels, and Sarah Adams were in a reading, and right in the middle of the reading, they were too powerful, and everything just blew up. It was gone. We covered the show. We did real well. But I wanted to have them back on this evening to ask how the reading went with you two ladies. Sarah, Joan of Angels, welcome back to the show. Tell me, how did everything go?
It was good. Well, I went on, I couldn't actually get on Joan's show, but I chatted with her and got my birth date up there, and she did a reading for me. And yeah, I mean, I knew that I had known something about, being a 1 or a 0 or whatever, a 10, a 1, 0.
The numerology of it, yeah.
Yeah, I know something about it, but yeah, it was good. Just the leadership and visionary, which those things really resonate. Because I am a leader and a visionary, but then the challenge of being a leader and a visionary and having to persevere, like a knight in shining armor, that just has to get through all the obstacles and anything that distracts the experience and just focus on embodying what I came to embody, and that it's definitely not always easy, and it's a long journey, can be a long journey. And I forget what else. What am I missing, Joan? What else did you say?
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, Joan, what do you think?
Well, first of all, what a test, Sarah. You actually remembered and recalled a lot, and I'm proud of you. It's a big deal.
Oh.
I think what I want to remind you of is also not to. So one of the things, and so many of us have, when we're into service and we care and we're givers, the danger, the obstacle is to give our power away. So not to give our power away, and not to say yes when we mean no. So one of the things I think I mentioned also is your challenge, because it's not so easy, it's great being a leader, but what stops us is having no time for ourselves. We're so busy doing everything for everyone else, and that's your time. So just remember something, one of your biggest resources is your time. It's your boundaries and it's your time. So making sure you use that resource wisely and value yourself, in other words, really care for yourself, is one of the keys. And for you also, and this is sort of about Diego too. Your success comes when your heart is singing. Your heart sings doing what you love.
I affirm that.
Yep, for
It's so
sure.
simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
my heart singing right now. I'm feeling so good with you guys.
Yeah, it's interesting because in the gene keys, which I love the gene keys, and when I come on the show, I'll talk about the gene keys because I just love them. They're based on the I Ching, but my emotional body was being formed when the gene key 40 was really shining onto the planet. And gene key 40 is all about giving too much. And not being able to say no and rescuing. It's like the Divine Mother, you know, that like
I
just
can
gives
kinda relate
her
with that.
breast to everything and just has to go, whoa, wait a sec. What, you know, what's nourishing to me? And oftentimes we have to fight to have our nourishment because we give so much away. I'm having that right now with my housemate. I'm having to like claim my timeline and say, whoa, this is not working for me. And it's really, there's a lot of resistance to claiming the timeline. But when you do claim the power for yourself in the gene key 40, when you claim your nourishment and your boundary, you actually facilitate divine will to happen all around you. So it's this amazing, but the other people might not think it's divine will, right? But it is divine will because there is no decision truly that nourishes the highest timeline of one person that doesn't also nourish the highest timeline of every other person involved. But you don't get to be seen like that all the time. You're often seen as the enemy, you know, pushing people to points that they don't want to be pushed to.
Right.
So it's a real challenge.
Pushing people's comfort zones. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Pastor Michael, what do you think?
I think that a lot of times people who are light workers, we have a hard time saying no because we're constantly giving and giving to everyone. And I think that's a real healthy boundary to have, is to say, listen, I need time for myself. I have friends of mine who are professional healers. And I say, you know, sometimes you have to put your own time in.
Yes.
That you have to put your own self care in, so that you have something to give to other people. So, welcome to the club, Sarah, and I think Joan probably has it too. You know, but when we take care of ourselves, though, what we do is we show the world, we show our clients, the people who show up, we show them by example that we're able then to have something to give to everyone. So
I was waving to Laura there. She was saying good evening to everybody. And I want to thank all our viewers out there for tuning in to Spirit Says Sing on this Saturday evening. Every Saturday here at New Thought Media Network, we open up the airwaves to let all of you guys just shine your gift. Whatever your natural talent is, come in. We're talking with Joan of Angels right now. She was our special guest last week. And she had a little electrical mishap, so we brought her back on to tell everybody how to reach you, Joan. How can people get one of those beautiful paintings? I started the show out showing you a little video of some of her paintings that you do. Describe that painting style you use.
My painting style is the following. I close my eyes. I light a candle. I close my eyes. I do a prayer and a meditation. I ask to be a paintbrush of the divine. And I have a little silent prayer that this too will come out perfectly in divine. And then I just go. So that's how I do my art.
Wow.
Sometimes it's my eyes closed. Sometimes it's my eyes open. Sometimes they'll tell me exactly what to do. And so I take instructions.
Oh, beautiful.
And all those paintings were the very beginning when I first was told to paint the 33 angels. So it's fun to see.
Right as you started waking up.
Yes. And
yes.
Call their humans. And it's very much fun to be.
That's so exciting. And Joan, I remember last week she was asking me if I would be interested in getting a reading. And while I was by myself last week, Pastor Michael, you were a little occupied, correct? Weren't you studying for a test or something, I believe?
Yes, I still am. I think I was working on a paper or something. Yeah.
And well, he wasn't here. I was by myself, so I didn't really want to do a reading with and control all the stuff here on the boards.
Yeah,
but now
totally.
Pastor Michael's here, so maybe later on this evening I could get a reading.
Do you dare to get a reading?
I wouldn't mind before the show is over if you can hang out with us for a little bit.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
And I want to tell everyone they can find me at joanofangels.com. So you
yes.
ask that question, joanofangels.com. It's a no-brainer. Just think of Jonah.
There we go. We got a banner flying across the bottom of the screen for everybody right there. And I do believe the link to your website is on my show description. So if people are interested, just go to look in the description of wherever you're watching this, YouTube or Facebook, and you'll see a link that'll take you directly to Joan's page right there in the description. So that's easy and convenient. I'm about to take a little bit of a break, a little station identification break. And when we come back, let's hear some from Pamela. You guys excited to hear from Pamela Jane Duran? Oh, I can't wait. All right, we'll be right back, guys.
New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Oh boy, and I'm so excited. We're back. Hello! Good morning, godlings. Look who I have with me right here. Oh, where's she at? She's over here. There's the beautiful Pamela Jane Duran. Now, correct me. Pronunciation of your last name, is it Durand or Durand?
Durand.
Durand.
It was French. It was Géron, but it was anglicized to Durand.
Oh, so I'm reaching back to its native roots.
Yes, Durand. Think of, the Pamela Jane Durand band. Durand band.
Oh, I think we talked about this on the last time you were here, huh? Durand. That's how I have to remember
That's how you have it. That's
reflex. Right. So how have you been?
I'm great right now. I am just being in this moment with you all, and I've loved the conversation and everything with
Got
Sarah.
Some great folks in here with us today, don't we?
You know, the beautiful Joan of Angels. And,
Joan of Angels. Joan. Hi, Joan.
She's here.
We love you.
Yeah, so it's been a wild ride the past month, and I really resonate with everything that Sarah and Joan had in their reading. I resonate too with what Pastor Michael said about really embodying, not overgiving or being a pleaser, and really coming into the this grounded center to be. I always think of it. I was an actor, singer, dancer, and I want to say dancer was the third because it was not my strength. But I live in Stratford, Ontario, and for many years I did musicals. And I know that being a dancer, you have to be able to pivot at any time. So the balance on your feet, you need to have, strong, rooted, grounded base, but to really be prepared to go right or left. And I have been finding that the past weeks, Sarah and I talk a lot, and it's been a bit of a war, a battle between the light and the dark, and a bit of a battle. I'm understating it. So I've actually spent the past 4 weeks either really between the bath and the bed, just pretty much horizontal. And I have to say that Sarah and I were chatting, and I wanted to come back here because I actually had come to the place where I was so depleted. I felt like I was circling the drain. Oh, no. And you know what? I had a reading today with somebody that really helped clear my field. And he also said, we are at a critical time on planet Earth. All of the eras of dark and light and the wars that have been, and we have never been at this point where the dark is pitching a fit. And some of the attacks coming toward the light workers, I know myself, it's been a brutal month, but I've actually felt like
a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. And I've actually found that I was getting like a bear trap on your leg. And it's like there, but you're like, what are you going to do? Chew your leg off? Like you can't get the trap off. It's like, how do I get out of it?
Yes.
It's felt a bit between a rock and a hard place. But after I had this reading today, I really realized he basically had me sit up straight because I realized my posture I'd been slumping. I'd been protecting my heart. And he said, you've got to put on your big girl warrior panties, stand up straight, put those shoulders back because you cannot feed the fear. Right. So when you go to a national park, there's signs that say, don't feed the bears. I'm literally going to make myself signs and I'm going to start putting them around my house. Do not feed the fear. Because
that reminds me of an acronym I like to use for the word fear, is I believe that's false evidence appearing real.
Yeah. Or some people say F everything and run, which I didn't swear, but this whole month.
Oh, that's very spiritual.
I have felt like I've been running from a wild animal, and Sarah and I talk about this. So a song that I wanted to bring today. Are you ready for me to bring?
Yeah, I was just about to. You segued into that so smoothly. Thank you.
So, well, we are all.
It's like we're on the same wavelength.
And the wavelength is, thank you. It is love. It is connection. It is joy. It is harmony, beauty. It is peace. And I know we all know this. I know this, that I used to travel and be in groups and be out with people, and the isolation and the disconnection has actually, I was like in a cage. Yeah. And I was feeding the fear, and I understand all of this. So to be here on this virtual platform, we are breaking through the barriers because I can feel all of you.
That makes me feel so
all
good.
Of your love. Oh, absolutely.
And I love this. Look at our viewer. We got Lori out there. She has another acronym for fear. Face everything and recover. I love that. That's a great one. Thank you, Lori.
Lori, you know what? Yeah, face everything and recover is actually one of the themes of the song that I want to share on this really feeling into the body and allowing our body as these emotional waves move through us, and we're riding these waves to really be able to relax, let the mind quiet, because I know for myself, the mind has been very agitated and active, and we're empaths, we're sensitives, we're picking up on not only our own, our families, our communities, the world at large, and the field. So there is this anchoring into the body, to this higher intelligence, the temple that is the conduit to the omniverse, the source light. But if our body is agitated and our mind is racing or running, I have found that when I'm in fight, flight, and fear, I'm really no good, because I need to come back home.
Right.
Home to my body. So this song that I want to sing is about finding our pain a new home and shedding our skin, because we are like a snake sheds its skin to come into the new life, or the chrysalis shedding.
Well, Pamela, your presence is a present to us. And you are one of my favorite parts of me.
Thank you.
The stage is yours.
I have to remember, you showed me, okay, share my screen.
Here we go. Yeah, we'll work through this
share the
together.
Audio. I will do
and
this.
And then it should come up on my end, and I'll pop it into your shot there so we can hear you.
And you were going to actually, I'm going to go back to the StreamYard. No, but I actually have to start it first, don't I? No, so did I go off it? No, there it is.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, we hear you great.
Okay. It's not too loud. Joan, okay, balance-wise? Oh, the body remembers what the mind cannot hold. Echoes of love brought in from the cold. The heat of the kiss, blood as it stirs. Oh, the body remembers what time blurs. I wanna live my life to the bones, find my pain a new home. I wanna shed my skin, I wanna let you back here, 'cause my body remembers that you feel like home. Oh yes, my body remembers that you feel like home. Oh, the body remembers that the mind is erased, pain buried deep beneath layers of disgrace. The wound neath the scar, X marks the place. Oh, the body remembers when the mind ran away. When the silent undertow of the past pulls my mind below, 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 below. Stay under that heart beats in my chest. Calls my spirit home. I wanna live my life to the bones, to the bones, to the bones. Find my pain a new home. I wanna shed my skin. I wanna let you back in. 'Cause my body remembers. Oh, my body remembers. Oh, my body, my body, my body, my body remembers, remembers that you are my home. 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 You my love, my
Welcome home.
Beautiful. So
Oh,
beautiful.
Pamela.
Oh, how
That was so
wonderful. Thank
moving.
you.
Oh boy, I'm going to listen
What
to that
a
one over
blessing
and
that
over and
was.
over.
Thank you so much, Pamela. Oh, that was beautiful. Can you stick around with us for a little while?
I turned the volume off, so I haven't heard it. Yeah, sorry, I was shutting off the track.
No worries. But I was just going to see if you could come back and share another song with us here in a little bit.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to play a promo and then come back with I'll do my reading with Joan of Angels.
All right.
Faith, love, openness, willingness.
New Thought Media Network is on the rise. We're looking to grow with you. Do you have technical media experience? Or perhaps a desire to learn? Are you willing to volunteer your precious time and attention? We share this message to benefit all. If you possess a computer with a camera and a microphone, we will share our knowledge with you. Behind the scenes or being the star, let us bless our one. Contact us at info@ntmedia.org. And you're back live with us here on Spirit Says Sing. I'm your host, Diego Reyes. I'm joined with the lovely Joan of Angels, inspirational artist and medium. What would you label your, what term should I use?
It's really hard. I have the same problem. I'm a visionary artist, oracle. I help people wake up and remember. I guess I'm a human activator, a soul awakening activator.
You're a fellow godling.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, now I'm excited about this. What should I do for a reading? What does one do to begin a reading?
You buy a book? No. Sorry.
I think I've got mine ordered from Amazon. It should be in the mail.
I'm kidding about buying a book. Okay, so Diego, no, put yourself on here so we can see you. Listen. So what I did for Sarah is we looked at her birth path and what she's here to do, which was her birth path numbers. And I've already taken a look at yours. And this is really important, and I want you to understand this. You're like what we call a 26-8. So an 8 is all about material and spiritual success that really comes from the heart. It comes from living in a state of bliss. I mean, for you, it's like a state of bliss. It's a state of always doing what makes your heart sing. So, for instance, the way you appear on this show is so heartfelt that you're all in it, and that's who you are. So that's your greatest success, is that spiritual and material goes together for you. If you're not happy, nothing's going to happen for you. So that's the first thing to know. What are your challenges and obstacles? You have a great sense of responsibility, also taking care of your community, taking care of your family, the people around you. And you do a really good job. It's like being a very good provider, having a big cape on your shoulders. So in a sense, people come to you when they sort of need that caring for, because they know you'll take care of them. Okay? You also have a gift, kind of like Sarah, of service, of being so willing to help and take care of people. And for you, it's also knowing that boundary of maybe giving too much of your power away. So your lessons this life have been to learn to take care of people, but not give your power away, or your time and your resources if it's not in alignment with really your true values. And so a lot of people, we were talking about that before, and even, Pastor Michael talked about that, of really taking care of the self. Now, you've been in a 2-year, so until your birthday, and I think you're a Gemini, right?
That is correct.
Oh, yeah, well, that's why I like your personality, too, because you have several personalities, and they all... And I'm a Pisces, and a Pisces has that, too. We go upstream, downstream at the same time. But to finish this off, you've been in a 2-year, so a 2 years also about service. A tremendous amount has been asked of you this year, and knowing, not feeling like the victim or the doormat at times when there's so much involved. So I always have a suggestion for people who have such a sense of responsibility, like you do, that you take, like, imagine you have this responsibility community cape, like a Superman cape or Wonder Woman cape.
I like that imagination. Yeah, I've got the vision.
Okay, you got the vision. So we have the Superman cape, and you go about your day. You do all these performances and the video and all the things you do in your life. And you help a lot of people. You make sure everything's perfect, like this community here. But at the end of the show, the end of the day, you take off your Superman cape, you shake it because it needs to get aired out and cleaned, and you leave it by the door. So you don't always have to walk around being that one who is always taking care of everyone else.
Yeah, I have to admit that, I agree with your statements, and I have to admit that I am a little guilty of, sure, I'll do that for you. You need something else? Okay, come on.
It's not about guilt.
Look at it. I can see Pastor Michael in the back there in the backstage shaking his head. Oh, yes.
Well, you see, because you're so gifted and talented, that when there is, when there's that opening, you know how to do so many things. But they just say, clean off your aura. Even if it's just shaking off the cape at the end of the night, So when you wake up, you're fresh for the new day.
I like that.
Okay.
Thank you for that
And
inspiration.
you're not carrying all that other stuff from the day before or everyone else's things. But I want to tell you, you're going to move into a 3-year with your birthday, and a 3 year is all about communications. So your energy has the potential to be really high this year, very enthusiastic, extremely creative, and very positive for you.
Oh, excellent. I love to hear that.
And I'm going to do one more thing for you. I'm going to actually read you a card, pull a card for you from my Miracle Messages deck by the Masters of Miracles. And I pulled for you the Path of the Initiate. And what this means, of course, you know, we've been in a sort of initiation this year. I am being guided by Spirit to courageously step into my destiny.
I like that. That makes me feel good. Thank you, Joan.
It's supposed to make you feel good. That's part of the reasons we do these readings is to give you a big picture and to see a few places where you can, you know, even up your game more.
Yeah, and just a little catering of your consciousness, if you will. Maybe I need to shift my thinking in that perspective just a little bit. Yeah, I follow you. Thank you so much, and what a benefit this is. What a gift. Thank you for sharing that.
So you're going to have a great year. That's all I can tell you.
And I met you, so it's correct.
Or Reverend, you know, the Pastor Michael might have more work for you. There might be more events, more teaching, more communication, more festivals, etc. I mean, I don't know.
Onwards and upwards. Yay, expansion.
I don't even know. Yes, expansion in all things communication and media.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And guys, what a great show. Look at us all here. We're all having such a good time, and we're in a true communion. We're just really touching in spiritually. Sarah, we've had you back here talking with us, had you come out and tell us a little bit about your reading. You got a song you'd like to share with us?
Sure. Yeah, I was going to do the one that, since Joan is here, I thought maybe I'd do the angel song again.
Oh, I bet you she'd like that.
So this is...
Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Adams.
Thanks, guys. I am filled by the light of 1,000 angels, softening my way, softening my way. I am filled by the light of 1,000 angels, softening my way to thee. Joy, joy is in my heart. Joy is in my heart. Joy is in my heart. Joy, joy is in my heart. Joy is in my heart. Joy is in my heart. I am washed by the tears of 1,000 raindrops, softening my way, softening my way. I am washed by the tears of 1,000 raindrops, softening my way, Joy is in my heart. Joy is in my heart. Joy is in my heart.
Quite lovely.
Yeah, so, feeling the joy, the invincible joy, not necessarily the always ever emotionally feeling joy, but that joy that is like the unbroken rhythm of our true being that had the courage to come at this time.
The contentness that our soul is. Yes.
Yeah, that's excited to go through this washing machine, this transformational crucible in hell sometimes. It's just our soul is going, yeah, cool.
Well, guys, everybody here, I'm so happy our spin cycles combined. Pamela, what do you think?
Oh, I am so moved. Sarah, you bathed us in that ineffable beauty and love of the Divine Mother that is so soft and tender, and yet palpable. It was like being rocked and showered and soothed, and there's so much love. There's so much love in your heart. And
right back at you.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful to be. Isn't it true that Spirit does say sing?
Yes. As you're sitting there talking, Pamela, I'm sitting here going, this is why I made this show. This is why I did this show.
I mean,
I love it. I feel so good.
And when you think about it, when a mother has a crying baby or wants to put the baby to sleep, I'm thinking about my own mind lately. Yeah. And a mother doesn't hold a small baby she doesn't go, okay, it's time to go to sleep now. And you did this today and you did that. And it's like the adult mind, what we go through. No, a mother wants to bless and soothe her baby. So she rocks the child and sings to the baby, right?
Oh, yeah.
The sound and the melody. It's so soothing, and it really does bring us into our heart center, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does. Yeah.
I see we just had another special guest pop into the backstage studio here with us, the Prince of Palm Springs, Reverend Fleet Easton. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. You know what? I just got my new laptop all set up and everything, and I was just doing a test run to see if I could make this thing work.
Well, man, I'm glad you showed up here right at the end of our show this evening. I'm so glad. We got a couple minutes left, and if we run over, I don't think we're going to make anybody upset. Pamela, would you like to sing a song for us? And then Prince Fleet, if you're open to singing a song as well. No, not tonight. Maybe next time.
Tonight, I'm just doing a test run to see if I can make this thing work.
Well, it sounds good on this end. Thank you for coming by and visiting us, Prince. We hope to see you again real soon.
Well, I'll hang out here a second and I'll listen to her sing.
All right, sounds great. So then, Pamela, you want to close this out?
Yeah, this is a song that's been on my heart this week, and I have to say that in the paradox of these times, Sarah knows this story, isn't it? It's Dickensian. It's the best of times. It's the worst of times. And I'm going to share the full of a story. I have two robin's nests, one in the back, one in my front porch. And I had bonded with the mama robin in the back. Her eggs were there for a few weeks. The babies were born last week. And I had, there was a loud banging on the window on Sunday night. And it was just very distressing and shocking at 10:30 at night in the dark. What is this on my window? And it turns out it was either a hawk or a cat or an owl got the mama robin, ate the mama robin. And I had become, so attached to this
emotional
beautiful,
thing,
So that happened earlier in the week. And, it's been such a roller coaster. And the grief was so in my heart. And at the same time, there is still a nest in my front porch. And so I focused my attention to this other mother whose babies haven't hatched yet. And I do a co-creators convergence. Through the co-creators convergence, I met some beautiful people at Good of the Whole. And Noelle and Bob, big shout out to you, because through Noelle and Bob, I love them
we
so
love
much.
Co-creators Convergence.
We do. And through the CCC, I ended up meeting a bunch of beautiful women that their baby is the connection field with Good of the Whole. So I do a Thursday morning, I have for a year at 11. And on Thursday morning, the other mother bird was out on the telephone wire as I'm sitting looking out my window, and she was right there looking in at me. And I hadn't really been singing. And there's a Chinese proverb that says, if you keep a green bough in your heart, the singing bird will come. And I feel like that's such a good saying for this show, because you invite everyone to not only keep that green bough in your heart, but to keep nurturing it and building it. If it that green bough gets a little bit, if it dwindles or dries out, we need to nurture it and water it. So the singing bird will come, our spirit, right? So I looked outside, and Thursday morning, I called up these lyrics on Google. So it's really been close to my heart, and it speaks to the ways our life is a dance of duality. And we are here like that bird on a wire.
That is beautiful. And so, Pamela, we're going to let you sing us out this evening with this lovely song. Folks, you want to say goodbye for this week, and we'll see everybody next week.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us here on Spirit Says Sing. Pamela,
thank you, Diego.
Take us home.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bird on a wire, like a drunk in a midnight choir, I have tried in my way to be free. Like a worm on a hook, like a knight from an old-fashioned book, I have saved all my ribbons for thee. And if I have been unkind, I hope that you can just let it go by. And if I have been untrue, I hope you know it was never to you. For like a baby stillborn, like a beast with his horn, I have torn everyone who reached out for me. But I swear by this song, by all I have done wrong, I make it all up to thee. Yes, I do. Yes, I will. I saw a beggar leaning on his wooden crutch. He said to me, you must not ask for so much. And a woman leaning in her darkened door, she cried out to me, hey, why not ask for more? Like a bird on a wire, like a drunk in a midnight choir, I have tried in my way to be free.
faith, love, openness, willingness.